Braised Black Bear Backstrap. This bear right here. You guys come along. I'll show you how it's done. Super easy. This is a delicious meat. A lot of people, have some sort of stigma about eating black bear meat. But I'm telling you, it's one of the best things you'll have. Everything you need. Cast iron pan, lid. We've got mushrooms, onion, garlic. Of course, the main ingredient, bear backstrap. We've got some sort of oil. This is extra virgin olive oil. Black pepper, a bay leaf, paprika, rosemary, thyme, cumin, salt, a bone broth, preferably beef, but any sort of bone broth will work, and some flour. All right, so we're going to chop up this onion. I got about a half onion here. It's good enough for this size of meal. Just coarse chop it. That's perfect. Then we're going to take a clove of garlic. I'm just going to do one of these. We're going to give that a smash and just kind of roughly cut it. All right, the backstrap. Let's open that up. Beautiful piece of meat. Okay. And then we'll just chunk this up. All right, we're going to fire the stove up. Get that going nice. Got our oil. Coat it generously. We'll take a little pat of butter. Put that in as well. You're going to get that going to like a medium-high heat. Get that butter and oil going around in there. Now we're going to take our chunks of meat, lay them in the pan. We're going to brown them up. When you're browning bear, you just want to do it in batches, so nothing more than that in the pan. All right, you can season it before you put it in the pan, but I went ahead and put it in the pan, then I'll season both sides. We'll start with cumin, just a little sprinkle of cumin on the meat. Then we go to the paprika, hit it with some thyme. Now, really, sage would work best. I just didn't have sage, so this is a good replacement. Thyme and rosemary. Now we go with a little bit of salt. Oh, not too much there. There we go. And pepper. All right, you want to start flipping these. Browning up real nice. Perfect browning. Turn that down a little bit. And then we're going to season the other side. I'm Hungarian, so paprika is the way to go. Pull them off, set them aside. Perfect. You got your mushrooms and onions here. You're going to drop those in. Okay. Hold off on the garlic because you don't want the garlic to burn. Hit it with a little more oil here at this point. Stir those around. Let that go on a medium heat for a little bit. Okay, now we want to drop that garlic in there. Throw that in. Again, don't put that garlic in too early because you don't want the garlic to burn. Just give it a nice stir. And you're going to go ahead and start adding your meat back in. Okay, now for the broth. Fill it up to about there. So you got about half of the meat covered. We're also going to add a bay leaf into here. You are just going to put a lid on it. Bring that down, temperature, and you're going to let that go for 2 hours or so. All those flavors will marinate. And then to thicken up the gravy, That's when you add a little bit of flour, but that's not till later. We got about a half hour left. A little stir here. What we're gonna do is take a little flour, a little seasoned flour. I like to mix it in a bowl. I like to add a little water before I put it in, mix it up. This is gonna thicken that gravy up. We'll give that a stir. Let it cook a little more. Obviously, we got about a half hour left. We got to cut a little bread to go with it. We're going to toast this bread up here. Get the butter out. It's going to be perfect. Time to dig into this thing. Let's take a look. Ooh, yeah, it smells great. Got our little taste tester bowl. There it is. Gotta have buttered bread with this. Golden. Okay, time to test it out. There it is right there. Oh, it's tender. Perfect. Mmm. A little mushroom with it. So there it is, folks. I'm telling you. So good, especially with a nice thick piece of bread, like sourdough or something like that. The meat is tender. I'm telling you, it reminds me of like oxtail. Or if you take like, you know, like a fatty beef and let it go in the crock pot or something like that, or cook beef like that. It tastes like beef. It's got a nice fat to meat ratio, and I'm telling you, it is tender. It's one of my favorite meats, to be honest with you, especially when you cook it like that. You guys are gonna love this recipe. You gotta give me a follow, Mascot Zoli. I do all sorts of different outdoor videos. I'm also known as Mascot Zoli, doing goofball videos. But you can see I'm an avid hunter. That black bear is what we're eating. And I'm telling you, if you cook this stuff right, too many people shy away from game meat because they don't know how to cook it, or they've had an experience where it wasn't cooked right. You do that recipe I just did there, you're gonna love it. But give me a follow, Mascot Zoli. I do hunting, camping, cooking, and goofball videos. So subscribe and support me. Thank you for watching. Till next time, thank you so much. Cheers.